starting to hit their stride in this early portion of the NBA season, Tim. Do you feel like you've hit your broadcasting rhythm yet?
I'm getting there, Kevin. You're making it easy for me. It's unbelievable. It's like playing with a great point guard for a shooter. You can't make it any easier. I've got my game notes down. I'm feeling good, but honestly, I think it's going to take everybody a few weeks before we really feel like we're in midseason form.
Routine and rhythm are big parts, whether you're broadcasting or, Tim, on the floor.
Boy, Kevin, that is so true.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Then it's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Queta in at the center position. Pritchard with the ball. He is guarded by McCollum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pritchard against McCollum. White wide open. He fires. They get it back. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
That was their 4th straight miss to start this game. Not ideal.
And George with the stuff.
Well, that's what you love about C.J. McCollum. He does a little bit of everything, including distributing the ball.
You know, Jim, throughout his career, C.J. McCollum has been the model of consistency.
Well, you can count on him to get you 20 with efficient shooting, Kevin. We've seen it now for over a decade. And I love his calm, steady demeanor. It stabilizes his team.
No one covering.
That's a smart pass. Get it to Brown and just let Jalen cook.
Pass to McCollum. Here's Middleton. And a missed layup.
Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect him to make that layup.
To the middle. Queta, the pass to Brown. This ball moved by Boston. White, a screen on George. Back to White. Pass to Pritchard. Launches it. Out of bounds. Washington takes possession.
And checking out the numbers for George. Some nice work from him over the last 10 games. He's around 14 points per game, 5 assists, and 6 rebounds. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, with some guys, we always talk about potential. What I like about him, he comes to work every night and actually produces.
Pass to Middleton. Back to George. McCollum outside. Middleton on the wing. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. And this is the second full season for Brian Keefe as head coach of the Wizards.
Even in a rebuild, setting culture matters. Keefe's approach, accountability, teaching, and no shortcuts.
The Wizards with the lead. Pass to George. Back to Koulibaly. Middleton outside. George sets a screen for Middleton. Another miss by Middleton. Boston's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
They could use a bucket. The rebound by Queta. Here's Boston now. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Brown deciding where to go with it. And he makes that one. Brown's got 5 points so far.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
And there's the horn. We've seen some good defense on both sides, and the score still close. Boston on top, leading by a point. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
They clearly wanted to be the more physical team, and they are setting the tone that way. I love the work.
Cam Whitmore is out there with Carlton Carrington. Then it's Corey Kispert. Then there's Marvin Bagley. And it's Champagnie in at the power forward position. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
And Simons really making you pay from distance right now.
One thing is certain about Anthony Simons, the guy is a pure scorer.
Well, it comes so naturally to him. He's got a great handle, and he can get his shot off whenever he wants. Plus, he's got limitless range.
Here's Boucher in the dunk by Boucher.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam.
Timeout.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
They just committed too many mistakes. It was impossible to overcome.
Making some changes. Walsh is checked in, and it's Brown in for Sam Hauser. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that have been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach, and I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
Bagley, great positioning on the putback.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Brown outside. The three-pointer, no good. Wizards have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, thanks. The Celtics this summer trading Drew Holiday for Anthony Simons, player almost a decade younger. And Simons' deep threat capability is definitely a fit for the way the Boston Celtics like to play, especially now moving forward. If he can fit in defensively, he could be a long-term contributor, guys.
Yeah, he's more than capable. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. And Middleton kicks to McCullough. And a miss there on the triple.
And all the credit goes to the defender. Very hard to contest threes without fouling.
White, bounce pass. Brown, right side. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Lets it go from deep. And it's White missing. Washington has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Pass to Koulibaly. And here's McCollum for 3. Rebound Boston. And 1:01 left in the first half of the game. Back to Simons. There's a good screen. There's the 3. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. White against Koulibaly. Middleton dishes to McCollum. Bagley with a screen on Simon. McCollum against Simon. Again, McCollum missing.
Yeah, he has had a hard time finding rhythm this quarter. Just cannot get one to go.
Outside, Simons. To end the cold streak, and the layup is good. Simons has got 5.
I love the advantage he has from a speed standpoint. Does a great job of creating separation for that shot.
And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. He'll be back shortly, live from Washington.
The Celtics, 12. And now, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot from line. They're measuring on the shot. Give it up for the participant.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. Let's first take a gander at the rest of the NBA schedule for the night and what's in store. The Nuggets will face off against the Pacers in Indianapolis. Tip-off is 7 p.m. Eastern Time.
That sounds like a blowout.
Now moving on to the Boston Celtics and the close first half they played.
Their shooting percentage is awful. They would have been better off rolling out Ernie.
That's where you're wrong. I wouldn't miss a shot because I wouldn't be able to get one off. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. So you look at Cam Whitmore, his contribution.
Yeah, and the numbers don't jump out at you, but the impact on the game sure does.
Well, you can make a positive contribution if you just play with energy and focus on execution.
On the floor for Boston, Pritchard and White are their guards. Then there's Jaylen Brown. And it's Queta in at the 5, patrolling the pace. They now take the lead. White's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
Tim, this is going to hit home, and I'm sorry about it, but it's going on 5 decades since the Washington Wizards have enjoyed a 50-win season.
Kevin, you're breaking my heart. A couple generations have passed. So if this rebuild requires some patience, fans in the DMV are saying, what's a few more years?
Here's Brown. It's hauled in by George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. They trail by 1. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, Kevin. Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it. And what does his team want from him? He said, be aggressive, don't defer. And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Back to you, Kevin.
Truly an impact player. Thank you, Allie. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. It goes on Chris Middleton.
First team foul.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one misses. And you think of the different styles of play. Tim, is there one that you prefer watching?
I personally like variety, Kevin. I like certainly three-point shooting. That's how I made my living. But I also want to see post play. And I want to see teams that also can beat you with isolation sets as well. I think those are the toughest teams to defend. They can hit you from any area.
They sure can. And he gets the bucket.
Well, it looked like the defense was there for the challenge, but C.J. McCollum showing you his ability to fight through that.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Wizards making a switch here. Carrington's checked in. And the Celtics also making a change. Hauser's checked in. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Walsh. Traps in the tray. Walsh has got the lead up to 4 now for the Celtics.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Here's Middleton. Pass to Song. Here's Carrington. Misses the 3.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
White the pass to Keita. Back to White. Now Pritchard. Off target from three-point range.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
It's good. Middleton's got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, Middleton is a talented scorer from anywhere on the floor. Goes to the paint and does his thing.
Out to White. Launches a 3. The rebound by Carrington. Washington trailing. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. George finds Carrington. Here's Song. Fade away. The rebound by Keita.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
Pass to Pritchard. Now here's White. Back to Pritchard. There's the triple. And we just finished the third quarter. We got a tight ball game here. Celtics lead by 2. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. You've got C.J. McCollum. He's out there with Carlton Carrington. Cam Whitmore is out there with Marvin Bagley. And it's Champagnie in at the 4. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Here's Whitmore, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Brown the pass to Tillman. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And it's easy to see that Brown continues to develop as a playmaker. His work paying off.
Pass to Champagnie. A 3. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 5 rebounds tonight. Lets a floater go, and the shot goes down. And now an 8-point Celtic lead.
And after what was just a horrendous shooting performance in that first half, they're finally starting to find their rhythm here in the second.
Now Carrington. It's good.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away.
A big round of applause for your Wizards Rangers.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. Coach asked his team, can anyone knock down a three? Reminding them three-point shooting will open up the floor, make things easier in the half-court offense. Everyone loves making threes. Missing? Not so much. Guys?
Thank you once again, Allie. Leading by 5. Now Brown. Shot clock at 6. Czar pulls it down. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Now Middleton. Bucket.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
He is in attack mode every time up the floor, every single night.
Here's Brown. There's a minute 47 left here in the 4th quarter. Brown gets it done inside.
So many big moments for Brown in his career. No sweat there.
Now here's McCollum. Middleton outside. That one is off. Celtics leading by 5. Now Brown. White outside. 3. Good.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. George. Oh, what a play inside.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
George against Brown. Now White shoots the 3. And there's the 3.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
They are playing with so much confidence. They've been clutch all the way around.
George! A three-pointer. Good!
Well, with his ability to both score and facilitate, McCollum really fits the combo guard label.
And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Brown. Stolen by McCollum.
How about the reaction time on that pass? Quick. And what good work there to get in the way of it.
Well, McCollum is a proven scorer, but he's even more dangerous in big moments.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Second team foul. Shooting for basket. Peyton Bridger. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And the second of 2 is good. That puts them up by 5. Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
No room for error.
with the floater, and he figures it out with the lay-in.
Well, C.J. McCollum rising to the occasion. What a clutch performance.
And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for Boston, Jaylen Brown, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. Washington calls timeout. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing. They need a score.
You have to be smart here. If they're successful, the foul has got to happen quickly.
We've got 22 seconds left in the game. Now Song. No good. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Fourth team foul. At the line for the Celtics, Peyton Pritchard. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Safe to say, that should do it. This is why making free throws down the stretch is so important.
No good. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. 5th team foul. At the line for the Celtics, Namias Queta. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
So now, let's send it over to the sideline where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game.
Thanks, guys. Jaylen, congratulations. You had a monster game. What was your mindset coming in?
Just be aggressive, keep playing my game. No doubt, just keep executing the game plan and everything will fall in place.
This team needs you to be aggressive. Congrats on the win.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that about wraps it up. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Jaylen Brown.